Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Elden Ring. So we've been doing this content here, completely optional, of course. Obviously, coming in with +4 weapons, +11 staff, made that probably look a lot easier than it should be. But yeah, trying to do this with just a brand new character fresh out of the tutorial is a challenge, to say the least. I've seen it done. But usually what ended up happening is that boss would glitch out, not hit phase 2, and just sit there. And then you could just slash it to death. And then the other thing you can get from this place, obviously you can kill the big guy, the big ghost with the roller here. And then the last thing you get, you can actually run and grab it and then just let yourself die if you really, really want to. If you're trying to just do this quickly, you could just go right and just jump off the edge and not fight the guy there. But I'm just trying to be thorough here. So yeah, this part, we don't actually need to worry about this too much. But just to buy me some additional time. So what you can do here is you can actually drop down to the floor below, like so. And you fight some pretty tough imps. So even though it blocks 100% damage, I do still take the bleed, ironically, but definitely helped out quite a bit here. Be wary of fire. Sure. Not really that helpful advice, but thank you. So this is the part where I wish I had a bow. Can I equip a bow? Like, I don't need to be good with it, I just need to equip it. Technically, no. Can I at least shoot it? Like I said, it doesn't have to do a ton of damage. I just need to shoot it. And then we want bolts. Wow, that's it. I didn't realize I had such a large stock. Alright, and then what you can do here is you can, with the left bumper, you can focus it. And what we want to do is just, load it first, and then shoot it. Okay, cool, thank you. Much easier than trying to throw darts. It is possible to get through that without shooting it. It's extremely time close. It's very, it's very close. Let's put it that way. You can run. There's a little alcove to the side you can run into, and then you have just enough time to run up and hit it with a melee weapon. Okay. And then in here. Pathetic sort of head. Indeed. Yep, so up ahead. Alright, that's one down. Be wary of pair. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Is that all of them? Yep, all of them. Alright, over here you can get a lightning grease. Not sure how useful that is, getting a lightning grease this early. Early in the respect if you came down here with a base level character essentially. Okay. So this next part. Pair ahead. That is an understatement. So see that up there, that little, there's the hole in the wall, or the hole in the ceiling with the light, and then there's that little dark spot there. That's one of those grafted guys that we fought in the very beginning of the game that killed us. There's also a second one, I think, above us. And the way this works is once you get about partway through the bridge, they both drop down. There's an item over there that's a very, very, very good talisman. So we definitely want it. So I'm kind of trying... Okay, I can see you. Where? Yeah, so I can target you, but I can't... Where? Oh, I see you. I see you now. Okay. So yeah, there's the other one, right up there. I do want to try to kill this one. A thing you can try to do, but the one time I tried to do it, I killed myself, is you can reactivate this trap by hitting it again and try to use the fire to kill it. It only does about 500 damage to it, and it seems to not do continuous damage. So it's not as good as you may think. Alright. So it's actually too far away to hit, I think. But we might be able to hit it with a crossbow. Maybe. I was considering that Scarlet Rot. So if I... Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Okay, so I actually can't even... What if I do it like this? God, it's all the way up there. Alright, I just need to hit you. Yeah, I can't actually angle up high enough to hit that one. By the way, crossbows have to be reloaded manually, so you have to, every time you attack, if it's not loaded, you'll have to that's when you'll do your reload. Okay. You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? The other one didn't even drop down. Nope. Doesn't want to play around now. All right. Yeah. Trying to... Like I said, the easier way to deal with this thing is just run and grab the item. Wait, did it die? No. No way it did. There you are. Run. It will chase you up the stairs. Yep, like it's doing right now. Nice. That's some reach. Ha! One down. You can deflect it. That's actually really good. I have to, of course... the barricade shield does not last long, but that definitely was helpful. Let's go ahead and pop this to heal up, and then we'll deal with the other one. I could, at the very least, guarantee I get the item now without running into the one in front. So that is what we'll do. Erdtree's Favor, and then behind us is this guy. Sheesh. Drink. That's the wrong potion. I blocked all of that. Drink. Buff. I did it. Yeah, if I had gone without a shield, there was... I mean, unless I killed them purely with magic, there was no way I was going to survive that. That was actually really satisfying. Even without the barricade shield, I was able to block a number of hits, which was really helpful. I did have a lot of stamina at this point, because obviously I upgraded my endurance. But being able to block like the entire shredding combo was really, really nice. Anyway, what we got? Winged, was that what we got? No, that's not what we got. What we got was this thing. Erdtree's Favor. Raises maximum HP, stamina, and equip load. A talisman depicting a special blessing of the Erdtree, which slightly raises maximum HP, stamina, and equip load. It is said that when the Age of Erdtree began, such blessings were personally bestowed upon their recipients by Queen Marika herself. So, with that, this thing will boost our HP by 27, which is not a lot. We'll get 6 extra stamina, and then our equipment load will actually go up a little bit. It's not a huge boost, but it's still better. And I haven't been really relying on the viscerals that much, so... Alright, yeah, so with that, we're... Oh, right, there's more to this place. I completely forgot. Because obviously, we gotta be able to get back. And I believe the way you get back is this way. Well, not this way. I'm just checking that wall. Yeah, there's things down here. So we can actually drop down here. Oh, jumping, oh, jumping. That looks like a boss arena, and I don't know what it could possibly be down there. I'm kind of checking my options here, because I'm kind of terrified at the moment. Let's go ahead and pop this. I accidentally wasted a cerulean tear, so unfortunately we don't have any of those left. So we got what we got right now. Precious item ahead, huh? There's stairs going up. Didn't expect life. No hidden path ahead. Alright. Wait, where's it pointing then? It's not pointing anywhere. Is it this way? No. No idea. First off, well done, thank you. Rump ahead. Okay. This is an elevator. Why is there an elevator here? Second question. What's underneath it? Death. Okay. Cool. I never been down here before. I can't describe how, like, relieved I was that I actually was able to fight 2 Grafto like that. Definitely made a lot of mistakes, and obviously the buffer HP helps and having higher stats, but being able to actually use the shield and deflect its attacks gives me more options to play around with. Unfortunately, I could not stagger it in return. I was able to deflect it, but not full on stagger, even with the guard counter. Didn't expect strong foe. Enemy ahead. Where are we? Like, seriously, where are we? Enemy head, therefore be wary of left. Oh no. There's more of you. And I don't have anything left. Grab whatever this is. Stone Sword Key. Thank you. Oh wow, that hurt a lot. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that, pull that off. Okay, so we're here now. Alright, Stone Sword Key, so we got refunded a key. That was nice. Alright. Okay, that's the bridge. Yeah, it's trying to track me right now. Am I actually going to run out of this place? I honestly can't believe it. go. Amazing. We did it. No FP left. Got some new equipment. And I finally got revenge on that location, because that location has wrecked me so many times. Alright, well, we don't have anything else to play around with. I think we only have 2 seeds right now. Yeah, and I think we need 3 to actually upgrade now. Yeah, I need 3 seeds now. Okay, so with all that, let's go... Oh yeah, the mask guy's not there anymore, by the way. Yeah, finger reading crone. That's the turtle pope. Finger reading crone. Lightseeker Hieta is still there, or Haita. Okay, well, so what I want to try next. Well, let's pay a visit to him. Let's see if he has anything to say. I don't think he does, because we haven't really done anything else that's like super plot related since we've killed Godric. But I do want to try, since I defeated that one worm, I want to try to kill the other one, because I know the other one also drops a seed. And if we get that, that means we can get another charge of flask, which is always helpful.
I can I?
Oh. Okay, so nothing new there. So Godric, secluded cell. I mean, there is one other thing we check here. There is that fog gate that's also locked by stone keys, and we kind of have a surplus of them, so I may go ahead and try that. But we'll see. Also, why is Gustok over here? Why is it in 2 locations? Anyway, main gate, gateside chamber, rampart tower. Is there no left side chamber maybe? Or is it just straight in from down here? It might be just from there. Let's do... left side chamber. I don't remember how I got there. I know I had to do like a jump, I think. Also, we did that fight without the rune, which is actually kind of neat. Okay, yeah, I think this is the place. Sorry for the frame rate. So I gotta remember how I did this part. There's of course a million bats. I remember that much. Yeah, one right there, literally. But if I stay on the high ground, shouldn't that be okay? Alright, sword's strong enough to one-shot them. Okay. And then you drop down here. Okay, yeah, it's down there somewhere. I'm hoping the boss allows spirit summoning, else it's going to become a lot more difficult. But not impossible, I suppose. Alright, down here. Got the rats up down there. Alright. Be wary of group, then be wary of rat. It's nice having these big swings. Okay, not too bad. Right ahead. Yeah, we've already grabbed everything here, I believe. I don't even think there's any enemies left. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now. It's just literally just a drop into hell. Okay. I know you're coming. Already in phase 2. Here it comes. Drink. Shit. Heal. Golden seed. Alright. Jump attacks were doing quite a bit of damage. I was impressed. Obviously, I couldn't see through most of it because I was jammed against a wall and the camera was one with the monster, but at least we took it out. Praise I did it. Stone sword key. Cool, got that. Vision of dragon, but why is it always suffering? Unfathomable sort. Try ahead, and there's a ladder. Prince of Death's Pustule. Is that a... Yes, it is. Fetid pustule taken from facial flesh. Raises vitality. Vitality governs resistance to effects of death. It is said that this bestial came from the visage of the Prince of Death, he who used to be called Godwin. As first dead of the demigods, it's said he's buried deep under the capital at the Erd Tree's roots. Cool. So that happened. Likelihood. No corpse ahead. Alright. Just being thorough here. Looks like we're okay. So the question is, where's this ladder take us? It seems like, I don't know, maybe they toned down that boss, because it seems like he wasn't as ridiculous, or maybe I've seen enough videos that I kind of understood how its hitbox works. Look at this climb. And now we're up here. And now we're back here. Oh, the fog door from earlier. Let's go ahead and use it. We have tons to spare, so... Oh, hello. So 2 of these guys. But I'm pretty over level at this point. Alright, so we get an iron wet blade. So the wet blades, what they do... so the way ashes work is when you apply them, you get the option to potentially, well, obviously you're switching the skill, but you also have the option to apply whatever effect is attached to it, like for example magic or bleed or something along those lines. A whetstone allows you to just apply the effect without relying on ashes. At least that's what I've heard. So grants choice of affinity upgrade to weapon. Iron wet blade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying an affinity using Ashes of War, an additional affinity of heavy, keen, or quality can be chosen. So yeah, usually you get to pick either whatever the weapon, the base affinity, or the chosen Ashes affinity. But now with this wet blade, for example, the one that I used on the short sword that gave it magic, if I were to reapply it, I would be able to apply either the base, magic, heavy, keen, or quality at this point, because heavy, keen, and quality are now always guaranteed. At least that's what I've heard. Alright. So we got a few things here, so let's grab the weapon. Misericorde, however you should pronounce it. It is a dagger. No special effects besides just really high crit. Has 140 crit. Dagger favored by military physicians in white. The pointed blade is hard and sharp, making critical hits especially potent. Medicine is mercy, and mercy upon the battlefield is ruthless. Beware the killers clothed as men of compassion. Has quick step. And then we got ourselves a... Was it the Flame Crest? I think it was the Flame Crest. But yeah, it's carried by soldiers of the village that is afflicted... Oh no, that is not correct. I think it was this one. Yeah. A tall, medium-sized wooden shield, light for its use and easy to handle, adorned with a long-forgotten crest of Stormveil, ancient in design. So, decent negation for a wooden shield. Has parry. Be wary of left. Ah, yes. Should have been wary of me. Yep, and there's the pit below and all of that. Okay. Alright, we're done here. Okay, next step. Where to next? Oh, well, obviously we need to spin that seed. I think we'll spin that seed. And check out what's up here, because I think we ignored it earlier because of the giants. Alright. There we go. We got ourselves another charge. Yeah, health is fine. So we have 5 health and 4 magic. I think that's a good amount. Yeah, unfortunately, obviously the special effect the sword has is really, really cool, but it is slow, and it's an overhead slash, so it's easy to sidestep in most cases. But if you can fully charge it and release it, it does absolutely tons of damage. Alright. So this thing's headless, so I don't even know how it's going to see me, but it will. No doubt see me. Oh, I did the wrong one. Yeah, so you can do that to it. I'm amazed it didn't react to the other attack. Actually, I think I would prefer to be on foot. Ouch. God, you stomp fast. I'm just gonna pop this already. Oh, you can do that, can you? I'm impressed. Alright, one down. Troll Knight's sword. It's a colossal sword, not even a great sword, it's a colossal sword, and it scales with magic. Great sword embedded with blue glintstone, weapon of the trolls in service of the royal family of Caria. Called into service when the queen invoked an oath they swore, the trolls are treated as true knights of Caria and fight arm in arm with their human comrades. Trolls roar, look into the distance, and let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back at the surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack to slam the armament down. So yeah, cool weapon. Don't have the strength to wield it. Even two-handing it, I wouldn't have the strength to wield it unless I have the rune active. But still pretty cool. Now to deal with the other one. Pew pew pew. Okay, gonna pop him. Thank you. Alright, no drop from that one. So, I guess the question is what is this thing guarding? Hello, jellyfish. There might be another one around this corner. Why can't I grab this? Okay, whatever. Oh, now I can grab that. Okay. Alright, so we're up here now. Duh! That's the wrong one. I was going to fall for the same trick twice. Okay. These things are literally just appearing out of thin air. Okay, nothing to note here. Surprised it didn't just, make a troll appear right behind me. Wouldn't put it past them. The 4 belfries. 4 bell towers, huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That shadow freaked the hell out of me. Is that floating? Alright. Sorry for staying on foot, but I'm paranoid at the moment. Oh, hello. Why is it always a dead end? Okay. Just a gold rune. Seems familiar. First off, Grace. Where's the Grace? You didn't tell me where the Grace is at, but okay. Crumbling lands. Oh, it requires an imbued sword key. Which we have 0 of, apparently. Noted. Alright. Be wary of strong foe. Precipice of anticipation. Okay. Oh, there's a grace up here. Good. We'll pop that while we're here. I'm not going to sit at it, just in case it respawns the trolls. No trap ahead, thank you. Imbued sword key. Alright, so with this, we can open one of these. No idea where it'll take us. Like, literally, I've never been up here, so I actually don't know where it takes us. Night sky unceasing. I kind of want to start from the bottom and go up. So I think that's what I'll do, but I'll go ahead and rest at this point, and we'll see what's awaiting us. Let's see if I can afford a level up real quick. 60, was it 6,800? Looks like 6,800. 2 of these might do it. Okay, cool. Just one more of those, and then the tier 3 should be enough. Okay. And then we can use that to level up, go to 25. Alright, so at 25, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep upping intelligence at this point. I mean, more endurance would be nice and stuff, but I think at this point I want to get as much damage as possible. Alright. So, let's see what you got for me. We have 102 souls, so we don't need to worry, or runes, so should be okay. Okay. Alright, where are you taking me? Crumbling Ferrum Azula. All the way up here. Dragons in the sky. We're just gonna walk around this. I think that's a waterfall over there. There's the archery itself. There's that area. Holy cow. Got twisters all over the place here. I can drop down there, but I don't know where that will lead us. Though that might be our progression. We're literally on floating rocks. I'm fairly certain we should not be here. at all. Alright. Can't target them, so they're definitely just scenery. But it is still very intimidating. Alright, path there. Oh, thank you for the message. What do you got for me? Down. Thank you. It's not a straight down, though. Try ranged battle. Against what? Oh. Okay. I understand. Uh-huh. Okay, that one's not as bad. But yeah, the other one, we're barely making a dent in it. Fighting them both is going to be a thing. One down. Okay. Honestly, getting more mind would be nice. Just so I can not have to eat. Just so my cerulean flask can actually output more. I'm kind of curious to know how much they actually output. I might look them up. And try to match what my current tier does. So yeah, it runs around and de-aggroes, so we can cheese this. Which I am okay with. I am gonna upvote their messages. They deserve it. At the very least, I'll be able to kill... Oh, by the way, that one guy, the little guy that we killed, was 1,200 runes. And that one's 1,584 runes. Alright, I don't know if there's any others down here. But I killed all I could. What were these things, by the way? Looks like just demi-humans, but bulkier. Why is it always death? Visions of item that way. Right there, huh? Is there anything else to note? Oh, Elden ring. Alright. Was this just like a challenge? I mean, I was expecting kind of like a challenge room, like a boss, but this wasn't a boss. Pearl Drake Talisman. Boost non-physical damage negation. Talisman depicting a pearlescent ancient dragon. Boost non-physical damage negation. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Earth Tree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. And so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections, which I think we've read before. It boosts damage reduction by about 4%, it looks like. So, it is what it is, I guess. Be wary of liar, okay. No crossbow spot ahead, okay. Gorgeous view ahead, okay. Is that it? I guess this is it. I mean, we can't actually do anything else here. Yeah, I guess that's it. Cool. Well, with that, you can literally see the size of the map now. Let's go to the Visual Sanctum. I don't think we never actually bothered to turn in the items that we had for the undead stuff. So let's go do that. Alright. Obviously out there's that guy, who we're not going to mess with right now. You can summon spirits here. You actually could probably fight this guy if you really want to. We're going to hand over 2 death fruit.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me. Tarnished. Bring more death. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Bestial Sling, Claw Mark Seal, and a Beast Eye. Alright, so Bestial Eye, or Beast Eye, said to tremble when close to Deathroot. A claw mark stone eye received from Garonk Beast Clergyman. It is said to tremble when near Deathroot. The murky violet iris writhes as if alive. I am not sated, feed me more death. And then Bestial Sling, which is a incantation taught by Garonk, the Beast Clergyman. Swiftly flings a number of sharp rock shards. This incantation can be cast without delay after performing another action. It is said that in the time before the Erdtree, stones were the first weapons of the beast who had gained intelligence. Alright, and then Claw Mark Seal, Sacred Seal granted by Garonk, the Beast Clergyman, a rare trinket which allows incantations to be scaled with strength. So you can actually scale your incantations with strength, which has its uses, I guess. The Claw Mark represents Garonk's wrath. Enhances bestial incantations learned from Garonk. So, good stuff there. Alright, and with that, until we get more of those fancy things, that is it for the belfries, I guess. So, our next possible objective would be to head here. Or, you know, actually progress the plot, or other options we have. See what's up here. We got options. Lots of options. I still don't think we're good enough to do this stuff here, to be honest. So we're probably going to stay away from it for now. So let's do... So that's the river well. Yeah, I think I want to go up this way and see where that takes us. Yeah, so there's that area which we've dealt with before, so yeah. Our choice of direction. Wait. Hello. You there. What do you got for me? Down that way, huh? Didn't expect secret. Oh. Ambush ahead and then underground tome. Oh grass, oh grass. I have heard that there's secret floor, but I don't think that's what that's happening there. I think you're just supposed to go around. But I've been wrong before. Anyone else? I could see you there. I didn't see you there. Yeah, unfortunately having a straight sword, it's a little hard to use it on a mount. So another piece of the Vulgar set. First off, right. There it is. Thank you. So where does this put us? Cliff Bottom Catacombs. Again, never done this one. Definitely has a different color to it. And how are we on? Okay, we have 5 rune arcs. Lever ahead. Great. And down below. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Hero, and this was Elden Ring. I'll see you guys later.